So think about how many times a day you have to make a choice between just two things. In English, sure, we have ways to handle that. But Finnish? Finnish has a special set of words, a dedicated toolkit, really, just for these situations. And today, we're going to open up that toolkit and see what's inside. Right? We face these kinds of questions all the time. They seem so simple, but the way a language is built to handle them, well, it tells you a lot about its inner logic. And it's in these exact moments that our Finnish toolkit becomes absolutely essential. You see, in Finnish, you can't just throw out a generic which. If the choice is explicitly between two things, the language actually demands a special pronoun. It's a really fascinating level of precision. So let's go ahead and grab our first tool from the box. Every choice has to start with a question, right? And when that choice is between two things, in Finnish, there is one very specific word you absolutely need to know. And here it is, kumpi. This word literally means which of the two. This is your starting point. It's the key that unlocks the whole conversation. And you've got to remember, you only use it when there are exactly two options on the table. No more, no less. Okay, whoa. Don't let this chart scare you off. Like pretty much every word in Finnish, kumpi changes its ending depending on its job in the sentence. We are not going to sit here and memorize this thing. Just think of it as a handy reference. We're about to see how it works in the real world, which is way more intuitive. Here we go. A perfect, simple example. We're asking which of these two movies is better. Kumpi is in its basic form here because it's the subject of the question. See? Simple and direct. Now hang on. Look closely here. The word changed to kummasta. So what's up with that different ending? Well, it's because the verb pita, to like, actually requires it. It just goes to show how the whole sentence works together to shape the words. You're not just asking which one, you're asking which one of these two did you like. So someone's asked you the question with kumpi. But what if you can't decide? What if you just love both options? Well, Finnish has you covered with our next tool. Actually, it gives you two of them. Okay, here's the deal. Kumpikin and molemmat both mean both. And yeah, you can often use them interchangeably. But there's this little grammatical twist. Kumpikin acts like a singular word, while molemmat acts like a plural. Let's see what that actually looks like. Check out this sentence. With kumpikin, the verb we use is oli, which is the singular form for was. It's kind of like you're saying, each of the two movies was good. Your focus is on the individual things. And now with molemmat, watch the verb. It flips to olivat, the plural were. Now you're treating the movies as a single group. The meaning is exactly the same, but the grammar is just a little different. Pretty cool, right? All right, let's grab our next tool. So what if you don't want both, but you're totally happy with either one? Yep, there's a specific word for that too. And that word is jumpy kumpi. This is the perfect word for when you're feeling easygoing. You're not choosing both. You're not choosing neither. You're basically saying, I'll pick one of them, and honestly, I don't care which. This sentence just perfectly captures that whole vibe. Someone gives you two choices, and you come back with, I'll choose one or the other. It just implies you're flexible, and it's an easy decision for you. Of course, sometimes the right answer is just no. You don't want the coffee or the tea. You didn't like either movie. And for that, we need our final tool for answering. Now, this tool has one really important rule you have to follow. The word for neither is kumpikan, but it never, ever works alone. It must be paired with a negative verb, like en, it, or a. You got to think of them as a package deal. See how that works right here? You've got the negative verb ni right at the start, I haven't, and then kumpakan follows it up. They have to work together as a team to get that neither meaning across. All right, we've unboxed all the tools. Now, I think it's time we actually put them to use. Let's try a quick little practice scenario together. Okay, it's your turn. Someone asks you, do you like classical music or jazz? Just take a second. Using our new toolkit, how would you say, I like both? And then how would you say, I don't like either? And there we have it. To say you like both, you could say, pidän kummastakin, or molemmista. And to say you don't like either one, you need that two-part structure. En pidä kummastakaan. See how it all just clicks into place? So let's do a quick recap. To ask about two options, you use kumpi. To say both, you've got kumpikin or molemmat. For either, it's jampi kumpi, and for neither, you need that special team, a kumpikan. That's it. You now have everything you need to navigate any choice between two things. So, you are now perfectly equipped to handle any choice between two things in Finnish, which is a huge step for sure. But, it does leave us with one last little question. What happens when there are three options, or four, or a whole crowd of choices? Well, that sounds like a toolkit for another day.